wins out of 2. A good result today would position the winners nicely for a semi-final spot. The venue was Markovich Park, the game beginning in horrendous weather conditions. Our commentator was the man for all seasons, Ger Canning.
One change from the 15 that beat me the fortnight ago shows a Sligo recall for corner forward John McPartland. Mark Cosgrove is now at full back. Half-backs David Durkin, Nigel Clancy and Noel Maguire have now got a lot of experience behind them. There's that familiar centre-field pairing of Eamon O'Hara and Paul Durkin, with the leading scorer Paul Taylor at full forward. 4 goals and 2 points in 2 games is no mean return for Cavan's Jason Riley. Sligo have been forewarned. He's one of 3 sharing the same surname. Peter Riley and Larry Riley are brothers, while Finbar O'Reilly will take their frees. It's Charlie Clark and James Doonan in midfield, while Dermot McCabe is sure to be a major influence. Referee Eugene Murta from County Longford getting the match underway. Rain still teeming down here, but there is a possible clearance on the horizon as Cavan go into their first attack and get their first point. That's beautifully struck over the bar there by Finbar O'Reilly. So Cavan leads straight away. Brendan Phillips. Conor Collins taking this free kick. He's the replacement for Jerry Sheridan in the Cavan team. Edward Jackson. Graham. Nice release inside towards Paul Gallagher. And he's kicked another point for Cavan. So second point of the match here. And this time the scorer is Paul Gallagher. That's from Ballygar in Cavan. And a very fine kick. Played back in here. Jason Riley looking for more scores. Once again, here's a chance. And it's kicked over by Paul Gallagher. 2 in a row then for Paul Gallagher. Well, this is a Cavan forward line moving very nicely in the early stages. Val Andrews there with the glasses must be pretty pleased with their start in this match. Played beautifully in here by Jason Riley, fed the ball across selflessly to Gallagher, might have had a goal chance. Sligo winning the broken play here. Good strong running by Desi Sloan. Coming across towards Paul Taylor, leaving it there for Jerry McGowan. And McGowan trying to kick the first point of the afternoon for Sligo. He's got it really well. So it's 3 points to 1. And McGowan took up a very good position. Good angle, good kick. Paul Durkin storming through midfield, looking for another score. And a great block down there by Rory Donoghue of Cavan. Durkin trying to take it back. Ably assisted, Sean Davies over there, and here's Desi Sloan, fed beautifully inside, another good block. 3 really good blocks in the match so far. Sean Davies helped back again into midfield. They go for their second point, and they manage to get it. Excellent score by Desi Sloan. He's been a great servant of Sligo football in recent seasons, and now Cavan lead by just a point. Sligo have the pack once again. Nigel Clancy. Calling for it was Mark Cosgrove. Up towards Paul Taylor. He's had to come pretty deep and pretty wide to gain possession. In towards Jerry McGowan. Already scored in this game. Trying to make a better angle for himself. Sloyan's in there. This is a goal! McGowan made it. And Sligo lead by 3 to 4 points. It was finished to the net, as you'll see here, by Desi Sloan. Watch as he made a better angle, getting around Rory Donoghue. The number 10 was outside the small rectangle, no question. Good goal. McKay was there a push? Certainly the Cavan followers thought there was. Here's a chance. Opportunities. Paul Gallagher comes back towards O'Reilly. And he's kicked it over. Could have gone just about anywhere, I think. But it's a goal and 4 points to 5 points. Finbar O'Reilly gets the credit, but this was a little push just a while ago there. Referee allowed the play to continue, and watch as Finbar O'Reilly from Lacken was able to take it in and just about get it onto the netting. McCabe. Charlie Clark. Getting nothing lightly. Tough battle this. Riley coming through. And that is a decent kick there by Peter Riley, the captain from Knockbride. And Cavan have drawn within a point of Sligo. Nothing seemed to be happening with this attack for a while. It went way out, played back in by Dermot McCabe, and coming through was the left half back, Peter Riley. McCabe managing to keep Nigel Clancy away from possession. Back into the other number 6, Edward Jackson. Jason Riley hasn't managed to score the match so far. Opportunities again falling here. Great save! Excellent shot by Charlie Clark. It's a point. Peter Walsh managing to prevent a certain Cavan goal, and the teams are level. Great attack here, nicely fed inside. Good combined play. Final pass from Paul Gallagher inside for Charlie Clark. Great stop by the goalkeeper. Couldn't prevent the point, however. Back again to Charlie Clark. Bounces around there. Here's Larry Riley, an exciting player. Ahead towards Paul Gallagher. Try to turn inside. Chance of a chance. Oh, it comes back off the post that time. This was Paul Gallagher. That was the shot that came back off the angle of crossbar and upright, it seemed. Let's have a look at it one more time. Off the crossbar, in fact. Sean Davey making way for Ken Killeen. Good deep ball. One back there by Rory Donoghue. His namesake, the goalkeeper, calling for it, and it's a very dangerous situation. Paul Taylor was about, and that is always ominous from an opposition point of view. And Paul Taylor has now kicked 3 points in the game, and he pushes Sligo into a 2-point lead. Taylor hooking this one almost over his left shoulder. James Doonan in very, very difficult conditions for both teams. Played in beyond Jason Riley. Mickey Graham. Oh, he was so close. It is amazing that Cavan have not yet scored a goal in this game. 4 or 5 goal chances have now presented themselves. This was the latest one. It came to Mickey Graham, and that's as close as he managed to go. Fisted back down by Paul Gallagher once more, and now here's Jason Riley. Can he be the last one to get a chance on goal? He's hit this one again wide of that right-hand post. So many chances, so many misses. Nicely fed ahead there by Gallagher to Jason Riley, the man with 4 goals so far, but Cavan still without one this afternoon. Val Andrews is about to make a change. Player coming in for Cavan will be Jared Pearson. Peter Riley once again very forward in adventurous spirit. It's a lovely ball inside. Mickey Graham's around, so too is Jason Riley, and he nearly got in there. Was it a foot block or a pull back? A bemused look on Peter Walsh's face, but it has to be a penalty, and it is. Wonderful ball inside there. Now watch what happened next. Was there a drag back? There was indeed, and it was by the fullback for Sligo, Mark Cosgrove. He was bringing the jersey back, dragging it back, as you can see. Peter Riley is the one who's been given the kick. He initiated the move that led to this penalty, and it's just managed to get in beyond the right hand of Peter Walsh. Cavan have finally got themselves a goal. Just over 9 minutes remain, a point between the teams. It was struck, but almost saved by Peter Walsh. He was most unlucky. McCabe leaping high, not taking it however. Instead it's Nigel Clancy. 3,000 or 4,000 very enthusiastic followers here at Markovich Park. Lovely appointed ground. No Maguire. Back it comes once more. Taylor coming through. It's still there to play for. Sloyd touching it back towards Carol O'Neill. He's kicked it well. He's put it over the bar. It's his second point of the game. And Sligo lead in this Division 1B match. 1-9-1-8. A really tough, competitive game. O'Neill is in the thick of it. So too is Derek McCabe. So too is Anthony Ford. Beautifully up there to Mickey Graham. Great scale, getting away beautifully. McCabe's inside here. Oh, what a good block down that was by Nigel Clancy. Some possibilities here. Graham kicking, looking, studying the angle, but not quite getting it right. Possession now vital here. That's slapped back down there by Paul Gallagher. Coming onto it is James Doonan. Ambitious ball inside. Gallagher stopped. Oh dear, they had another great goal chance there. That's 6, 7, maybe 8 goal chances. And it fell to Paul Gallagher. But credit goalkeeper Peter Walsh. Brendan Phillips being urged on. Running into the challenge. Having support from Paul Durkin. Back to Phillips once again. Slipping the ball inside beautifully. Paul Taylor. Beautiful shot. Great point. The leading scorer in the game, Paul Taylor, 6 points in all. And it's 110 to 1-8. Very good quality league match, but this is the same a little while ago here. The opportunity falling to Gallagher, straight at the goalkeeper, Peter Walsh. For credit the goalkeeper, he did really well. On the counter-attack, it went down there beautifully to Paul Taylor, and that was enough. This is really hard work on the part of Cavan, trying to get anything. Paul Durkin holding back. Rory Donoghue, down he goes, and you can see Anthony Ford said, come on, up you get. Don't time waste. Nothing happened seriously there. This is Durkin coming into challenge. Well, he went down awkwardly. The ball is thrown in, and we're now in the last minute. And Sligo lead by 2 points. And it's now really reached boiling point over here. 2 players who got into a tangle a little while ago, both got yellow cards, and now the officials are having to step in, and we're seeing outrageous scenes. This should not happen. It's a very dissatisfactory way to end a match which had some very high moments. Rory Donoghue and also Ken Killeen have been given the red card, both sent off. So 2 points still between the teams. Cavan, no doubt, feeling quite frustrated because they had so many chances in front of goal. Sligo look like they're about to take the points. So 14 against 14. John McPartland. Cahill Collins has to be careful. He's already got a yellow card in the game. Desi Sloyan. Is that to be the last kick? If it is, it's a winner. That's a goal and 2 points for Desi Sloyan, and it's a 3-point lead for Sligo. A match in which Cavan could have got 2, 3, 4, perhaps 5 goals. They just got 1 from a penalty. He'll be disappointed. The points go to Sligo instead. The final score at Markovich Park on a very chilly afternoon reads Sligo 1-11, Cavan 1-8. There was a lot of passion out there, Peter.
What was a tough game. Both sides really wanted to win it. I mean, it was a top of the table clash, and it was important for Cavan and Sligo to win, and we were lucky to escape with a win. Cavan missed so many goal chances. I couldn't believe our luck at times, but thankfully we held out and we got our 2 points.
It was a fine game of football all throughout. Like, I mean, I don't really know what happened in the incidents, but yeah, well, one doesn't like to see any of them sort of mass melees or things like that. But, you know, I mean, I suppose passions were running high, and that's the way things sometimes get out of hand. Like, so overall, like, I think, although it marred the game a little bit, I think that football won out today.
Well, a good game, no doubt, but completely overshadowed by that fracas and injury time, and I think that a number of players from both sides will be in disciplinary trouble in the coming days. Tommy Lyons will offer us his views in a few moments. First, though, we'll take a look at how the National Football League table...
Ironic circumstances. I mean, feelings seem to be running high. It's ironic. It's ruined a very good game of football. You know, it's certainly, you know, you cannot condone that. And I think the referee certainly got two of the culprits right anyhow. And I'm sure Pádraig Duffy, the GAC, is going to not enjoy having to look at this week. He probably thought he had his job of work done for this year. And you can't condone it. It's just terrible stuff, and all it took there was two guys who lost their discipline, and once two guys lost it, two more came in, and once you have four people involved, it then becomes unmanageable, and there's no room for it whatsoever.
What's going to happen? Are these guys going to face lengthy bans, do you think?
I'd say, yeah, I'd say that certainly the GAC have laid down very clear guidelines this year. I'd say to certainly study that video, and I certainly would like to be some of the players. It's
unfortunate, isn't it? Because we had such a clean championship, and it's a problem that hasn't reared its head for, well, maybe a year, 18 months.
Yeah, we've had a very good championship. We've had very no melees whatsoever in this year's championship, and I thought from that point of view we had a very good championship this year. You're going to have isolated incidents, and once we deal with them and deal with them right, then I think we'll keep them under wraps.
Okay, let's concentrate on the football. As you said, it was a very, very good game. There were some wonderful moments despite the elements, and it's good to see Sligo and Cavan going so well.
Yeah, both teams had disappointed championship affairs last year, and I think Peter Ford has come in there to Sligo. A lot of people felt he should have got the Mayo job, and maybe he's got a point to prove. Sligo are playing great football. They're maybe playing a bit longer than they were playing when they were playing under Mickey Moran, and you know, Val Andrews has turned Cavan round now. They've had two very bad years up there, but they seem to be, I mean, you know, they missed 5 or 6 goals today. They'll go home feeling sore they didn't win the game. But, you know, I think both managers will be happy going into the Christmas.
This is the benefit of the league, isn't it, for some of the clubs that don't do so well in the championship. They do want to get straight back in and improve the performance, don't they?
Yes, and I think it's ironic that Mayo as well have done well after a fairly disastrous championship performance, and I think some of the teams that didn't do well have refocused early in the season, and I think that will stand to them because the championship is early next year, and I think any of the teams that are going well now will be going well next May.
Yeah, going into the Christmas break, are you surprised at the way the tables stand?
Not really, not really. I think Galway are the surprise that everybody expects teams when they get to All-Ireland just to dismiss the league. Galway have now 5 points, and you know, Tyrone have 6, and you know, that Donegal have 5. That's going to be a hard league to get out of, and you know, you're looking at Dublin, Kerry, and I think the 7th or 8th of December, and you know, the losers of that could be facing a relegation battle, dogfight after Christmas. So it's interesting times.
Despite all the criticism of the league and the fact that people and players aren't supposed